So what is the best sitting position for playing guitar? In this video I'm going to give you the answer and the reason why it's generally considered the best position. But before then, I'm going to show you all the mistakes I made in trying to figure that out. So this was the scenario. I started playing guitar when I was 9 years old, and that's me at 9. And as you can see, I've got the guitar on the right leg, I'm kind of hunched over, but I do have an old school Motley Crue shirt on, so that's my saving grace there. And back then, I did not have a music stand. I didn't get that for several years later. I don't know why. My music stand, up until that time, was the bed. So I'm sitting on my bed, guitar in this position. My music stand happens to also be the bed. Classic Guitar World issue by my side. And my practice looked something like this. Guitar in this position. My neck is now craned to the left to be able to see the book, sheet music, whatever. And I'm doing this for hours a day. So after a while, your neck starts to feel a little funny. And none of this changed for about 6 years when I finally joined my first band. And what happened was when I went to my first rehearsal and I had no choice but to stand up, I was in for the rude awakening of my life. And it was at that moment that I realized I got to change the way that I sit when I practice. So here's what changed. So the solution was suggested to me that I get a classical footstool. Kind of looks like this. To me, it always looked like a heavy metal ironing board. Is you place this under your left leg, or in my case the left leg. I should say the fretting arm leg. So if you are left-handed, that'll be your right foot. But for us righties, that's going to be the left foot. And you place your foot on the board, and that allows your guitar to sit in a position that does not require your hands or arms to hold it in place. Pretty ideal, considering this is exactly the same thing that happens when you have a strap and you stand up. Your hands are not responsible for holding the guitar in place. The other thing that goes away magically is your elbow will no longer cram into your side when you're playing the higher frets, and it allows you to stand up or sit up straight. Your breathing is going to improve from this because your lungs get the ability to take in full capacity as you inhale and exhale. Something that doesn't happen if you crouch over and lean over a lot. Admittedly, this took a few weeks to get really used to. So if you go to make this change for yourself and you decide after 3 minutes that it feels weird and awkward and that you should go back to your old position, I strongly implore you to stick with it. Give it a few weeks at least and take note of what everything feels like when you're doing this. Give it some time to take hold and let me know how you make out with this approach.